do they do?
Here with a couple of friends, Scott
Hello.
and David.
Hey.
I don't know what you have to do to get on the wall.
Jones. Can we just put our pictures on them?
We should just.
This is nice.
Are you a part of the credit union? This is one of our offices, and you can see that we end up with instruments just overflowing into all of our workspaces.
Those are going to be in my office soon, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay. Cellos, violins.
I do like pretty basic repairs. Like cleaning up instruments, repairing, replacing parts, like fixing cracks. Sometimes these fine tuners are just stuck completely, and they're really tough for students to loosen, tighten, you know, stuff like that. So.
Okay. First, we must find out why it stuck, why it's so difficult to tune. There are two possibilities. The first possibility is very poorly made, very badly made. If that is the case, it will be difficult for us to solve. But most of the cases is that they got the rosin in it, because when you play the cello, the dust it comes down, and then the rosin get into the screw, and then it is stuck. It cannot move. Not only cello, violin, same. So in this case, how can we clean it? Actually, it's very easy. You take it out, use cross, okay? You just clean it up. After that, if you have a dry soap, okay, we don't have dry soap here. If I have a dry soap, you just do like this. Get rid of soap.
Oh, to lubricate it.
Lubricate. Then you move it back.
Right.
It will be smooth.
I've done that for bows. I take candle wax.
Yes.
And put it on like the stick and the frog.
Wax is also okay.
Yeah.
But for professional repairman, we have a pack soap.
Okay.
Yes, we have like a soap like pack soap. That's also good for you.
Okay.
Anything, but if you use oil, be very careful. Not use too much oil. Not as much as the oil is dripping. It's not good for the instrument.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. If you put in oil, it's okay. Oil, then you dry it, because the oil also takes the rosin powder.
Okay, and then absorbs it, so it can make it worse.
You can make it worse.
Okay, and make it stuck. Yeah.
So oil is not the best option.
Okay.
Soap or wax is much better. Or professional use, we use pack soap.
Okay. Peg drops, I don't know. And that actually makes it stick better, and that's fine. But sometimes when they stick too much, how do I make it so they're, you know, lubricated like this? What do you use for that?
Pegs. The most problem with the pegs is that the tools, many cheap instruments, the tools is the rimmer. The rimmer, which is to make the hole, make the peg hole, and the peg shaver is not matched.
Okay, it doesn't fit correctly.
Does not fit perfectly. This is why when you this part touch it, this part did not touch it.
Right.
Or on the contrary, this part touch, this not. This is why you can do very, very hard and it come back suddenly, come back. So in this is the case, you need to go to a professional. But how about we don't have a professional here? What are you talking about? We want to do it myself. Then you can only first you have to see which part is touched, which part is not touched. Okay, then you take one out. We just do this as an example. Suppose this pack, this part touches, but this part doesn't. Then this beak is too big, right?
Yeah.
Then we use a sandpaper. Okay, we use this as sandpaper. We don't have tools, okay? We just a violin teacher or cello teacher. What I can do, you hold it here, then you do like this.
So you hold where it touches. Okay, I see.
Then until it fits.
Right.
On the contrary, if this part touches, this doesn't, you do this. Okay?
Yeah.
Until it fits perfectly. And if sometimes you have a
Yeah, that's
like a gears. If that is the case, it means this either part is not smooth. But you cannot make it perfect. So what can we do? Is that you can use a knife. Do you have a knife? Okay. This is not a professional knife for violin making, but it's okay.
Yeah,
as long as
it's
it's a knife.
Cutting boxes.
You what you do is that you make it straight like this. Make.
Little grooves.
Then you put soap, pack soap.
Okay.
Then it because it's not smooth, then it gets better.
Okay. Yeah.
The pack is a biggest problem of a string instrument. It's not like a guitar. Many company, a German company or something, they try to make a sort of new type, which is like a guitar, but the violin, a cello, the string instrument is a traditional classical instrument. People will not accept those kind of parts. They can only use this. So if you want to play violin, you have to suffer with it, or you have to try to fix it yourself.
I was always kind of, you never want it coming up. Do you want it slightly down, right?
Yes.
The top should be slightly down. Okay.
For the bridge, for any instrument, in order not to bend this way, okay, we make it 90 degrees on this side. 90 degrees on this side.
Okay.
Okay, but not on this side. This side, you can see.
Yeah, it should be slightly.
So why is like that? I just give you an example. When we stand like this, you try to draw me.
Okay.
Yes. If I stand only like this, I will fall very easily. You pull,
Right.
you pull me. Then I will
Right.
fall.
Yeah.
But if I stand a little on back like this, pull me again.
Yeah.
See?
So.
You can't.
Yeah.
Same like a cello and a violin or cello. Can you have violin? See, we can see this bridge is bent in front, and when we play violin, it's on this side string, this here, and the bridge is going bend. So which is not good. So if we make the bridge going a bit backwards like this, then if you pull like this, it will not go this way. So now I try. Okay, I try to make it backwards this way. Okay, now you can see it's going back a little bit like this. So if you put a paper, it is 90 degrees on this side, 90 degree, okay, but not this side. This side is different. So this is correct. And I mentioned this pegs again. Come back to the pegs. No pencil, no chalk. Absolutely no oil. If you put oil, you will never able to fix it. And if you use pencil also, it's slippery too much. And no oil, no chalk. But sometimes, on the contrary, it's too easy to come out. It's too smooth. Every time you tune, it will come back. what can we do to stop the slippery? Then we use a little rosin. You use this rosin powder and put it, and then it will stop.
Yeah, great. Okay, so I noticed when you do pull the bridge back, the feet aren't resting squarely on the
Yes.
wood.
So before we make the bridge, you have to fit bridge like this.
Yeah. Okay, and then
Yes. But
feet, yeah.
now this part is not fit
Mhm.
on this on the top. It's okay.
okay,
After a few days, it will.
okay, yeah,
It will.
great.
And
yeah.
I will also teach you next time, if the bridge is already bent, it's already not straight, how can we make it straight?
It's usually
because-
boiling and like, heating up, right, in water, or is that?
No,
not like that.
never in water.
Okay,
no, never in
that's
water.
yeah.
Okay, that is a easy way to do it.
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
show you
Okay.
next time, and the easy. We need tools, of course. We need simple tools.
Yeah.
It's very simple and very cheap things,
Mhm.
and then we can make it the bridge bend like this. The bridge will come back and be able to use it again.
Okay.
Because make a new bridge is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Okay.
A common thing I see is sometimes I'll open a case and the bridge will be fallen, and I have to set it back up. How about lining it up with the sound post? Do you like to have it right over the sound post, or a little bit?
No.
A little above it.
Do you have a measure? The correct setting for the violin is from here to the bridge 900.
Oh, do you want meters or?
Yeah, this is
Oh.
American. Oh,
This probably has.
okay.
This is meters, but I'm not sure if it's long enough.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, we are in trouble. This is the United States. They don't use centimeters.
Sorry.
But for me, it's that from 195 centimeters up to here. And if you don't know the correct place, well, then you just see the F hole have
little
two
notch.
cuts.
Mhm.
It has two cuts. There's one cut here and one cut here. It is between the inner cut. So the bridge, this cut should be in the middle of the bridge. So that's the correct place for the bridge. You set a bridge first, then the sound post later. Decide the sound post, not before. But some violins are not standardly made. Some violins they make too big or too small. So how can we decide? We decide the string length from the nut of the here fingerboard up to the bridge here is 328 millimeter. Say it again, 328 millimeter. From here 195 millimeter. So this is the correct length of the strings when you play. So you will get the correct position. If the length is smaller than that, the position is smaller. Or if the bridge pull them back, the string length is longer, then you get a bigger position. For professional musicians, it's very difficult for them to adjust if the length is not correct.
String height.
String height, yes. So next time I come, we will make a seminar. It's called Standard Setting for Violin. Then I will talk from beginning, from the pegs, then the knot, the height of the knot. For example, the cello I saw, the Korean is too high. This is much too high. And no one can push it down, not the children, not the adult, not the grandfather. They cannot push it down, it's too high. It's too much. Okay, so, and for violin, and also the fingerboard. The height of the fingerboard, the angle of the fingerboard, and the shape of the fingerboard. So after that is bridge. After the bridge is signpost. After signpost is tailpiece rope. So all this, so much to do with setup. So what was the question again?
Just if what I can do about string height, because I do
There's
know
a string height,
yeah.
the clearance of the string height from the string to the bridge. What is the clearance? The height. Here, E string 3 millimeter, and only you're going to convert it. Okay, the G string is 5 millimeter. The 5 on G string side, 3 on E string side. It also depends how much scoop of your fingerboard is. The fingerboard is not flat. Fingerboard has a scoop. It's going this way. So if the scoop is very big, then it can be smaller, the clearance. If the fingerboard is very flat, the clearance should be bigger. And also for musicians, they have different habit of playing. Some musicians they need the scratch, the scrap. They need to feel the touch strings. They want the clearance higher. But some musicians they play like this, very soft. Then they need it lower. So also like for jazz musicians, for classical musicians, if you play Bach, you don't need very high. But if you play Brahms, some of Tchaikovsky, you need higher. Of course, we cannot change bridge all the time. It's just you first get to know the customer, the musician, the violinist. What is his habit? If he's like a Russian player, play very strong, rough, and aggressive, then you make it a little higher. But if you're like a European, we call it like Vienna style, play very soft, very sweet, the Japanese play Bach, then you can make it a little lower. Depends on the player also. Yes.
Great. But cleaning bow hair, I've heard different alcohol, like different solutions to clean it,
We never clean bow hair by alcohol.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We never use alcohol.
I've never done it.
On the bow, please. Mm-hmm. We never use alcohol on the violin either, because alcohol only professionals is allowed to touch it. It's a very dangerous thing. You make alcohol, you touch the varnish melts. Put the violin on the top, then you have very colorful violin. For many cheap bows, I don't know if it's worth change bow hair or not. But for some limited condition, they say we only have this budget, we only have this condition. It's better than nothing. I agree. For example, this bow is still usable. We can use it. So we take this off and we wash it. How to wash it? Use ordinary soap, water, just soap. Put wet with soap, not shampoo, okay? Especially, absolutely no hair conditioner, because shampoo and hair conditioner will make the hair too soft. So soap is the best. Just a simple soap, and clean it, and then use a tissue to dry it. And after dry, you use comb. Then you can use it again. Never add alcohol.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So great. Thank you.
So, yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure I could have more questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Today
Today is just we met. I met David only for the first time and the first day, and maybe later we will organize something. Maybe I will come back again. Then we have more intensive hand on hand, each violin, each bow, for concrete problems, how to fix it, and we do it later. Today is just an introduction.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much.